Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. I will be filling in for Roger. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and we are here for the Battle at the Bullring. Epic Racing Association brings you some epic, super late model racing. Maybe that's why they call them Epic Racing. I don't know. Anyways, welcome everyone. Come on in. Let's get ready to go racing. Right now, the field is out on the track. This Las Vegas Bullring. Very famous little bullring, if you will. A lot of fun here on iRacing, especially when paired with the super late model. You've really got to be incredibly patient on this track with these super late models. We'll see how well some of these drivers can adapt to that patience. Dylan Connor right now has the fastest lap time at a 15.42. Joey Connor right there in second place with a 15.49. Jeffrey Town, Andrew Rutherford, and Matt Eddy round out your top five in that practice timesheet. Now, we do have some penalties that are going to be handed out. Dylan Connor is getting an EOL for a restart violation that will be served at the Bullring. Joey Connor going to get an EOL and drive-through penalty for a restart violation as well. So, two drivers getting in trouble there. Their qualifying efforts may or may not bear much fruit for them. All of that aside, it's still going to be a good time. I don't know about y'all, but I am ready to see these super late models out on the speedway. High horsepower, kind of low grip, pretty instantaneous throttle response. And that is why you will see these guys getting sideways up off the corner. It is all about laying down that power just as quickly as you can, but not burning the tires up. I know a lot of guys jump into these cars. You can really whip this car. I mean, you can just go out there, stand on the brakes and the throttle as much as you want, and it'll turn. Ain't gonna be very fast. You gotta just roll with it. Use your momentum. On and off the throttle, nice and steady motions. And especially here, big time patience track. As we get ready to roll into qualifying, you want to remind everyone that they will have the live redraw. We'll try and be more prepared for it than I was a couple weeks ago as we get ready for qualifying. Bob Eldred rolling out, trying to get some heat up into those tires. Joey Throckmorton in the 66 out on the speedway. A lot of drivers going to try and get this qualifying in quickly. Eldred with a 15.57. Knowles to the top with a 5.6. Here comes Town with a 4.6. The 92 of Josh Westendorf. Town so far has the fastest time at a 15.46. Westendorf good enough for 10th with a 15.77. Beat Dylan out on the speedway in the number 7 machine. Well, that being said, guys, going to play the national anthem. We'll be right back after that.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Track has gone quiet here as qualifying has been wrapped up. Drivers now are in their drivers meeting. Before too much longer, these guys will start lining up once again, and we will let them have a few moments on the track for a pit party, if you will, where everyone can turn a few laps together. So while we have a moment, good to see Bill out there. Paula, thank you very much, guys, for saying hello. Hope everyone is enjoying the show so far. As always, while I'm behind the mic, I encourage fun and festivities. Loud cheering often. I don't know about Roger. He's a fuddy-duddy, but me, on the other hand, I'm full of fun, and I'm just excited to see who you guys are going to cheer for. That's about the only way I can think to put it. I was going to try and be more eloquent, but yeah, it didn't happen. Every time I try and use that V word, vocabulary, yeah, every time I use that word, it just hurts my head. Either way, guys, I do want to see cheering often and loudly. Good times to be had by expressing how much fun you're having. If you want to show displeasure, I do ask that you keep it respectful. Always be encouraged to cheer or boo, just respectful. So, final few moments here in the drivers' meeting. "75 laps is our scheduled distance for tonight's event. The Bullring has been a prominent feature for short track racing, and tonight we're going to get a heck of a show. We do switch over to the warm-up session, and our drivers are lining up for that pit party. '22 and 66, DJ Oxford in the 22, the 66, Joey Throckmorton. Marvin Turnmeyer in the 16, Dylan Connor in the 91. Just waiting on a few more drivers to catch up to the group here. I'm going to give them a few laps to get used to each other. Get this warm-up session in. We're on board with Dylan Connor. And this is why we do the warm-up into the corner. The 88 sideways already. It looks like we're going to try that one again. Jane saying good evening over on Twitch. How you doing? Jane Vofawi. It's a lot of letters up there. All right, attempt number 2 at the start here in the warm-up session. 15 gets muscled up just a little bit. Smoother start that time. Everyone fighting for some room. Matt Eddy has the fastest lap in this warm-up session. Turnmeyer now just a little bit faster. Tires do take a moment to come up to temp in these super late models. About the 4th lap, going to be your fastest lap most of the time. I say that, but that's if you're you're going, let's say you're going full tilt on it. Your tire saving, then, your fastest lap may or may not be on the fourth one, but it usually takes about 4 laps to really get those tires to come up to temp, achieve all the grip they're going to get. The Turnmeyer with a 15.49. Got about a minute left in this warm-up. Adam Vinny, the number 11. Well, he was 11th, but then he turned a little bit better lap time. 9th on the speed chart. Roger chiming in. KR is someone's hero. Definitely not Rogers. Someone for sure. I did take a poll, Roger, and no. Of the hundreds of people I've talked to, no, I am not their hero. I'm gonna have to ask 100 more. Maybe I should go outside of an area where they know me. Maybe I'll do a better pool next time. So 15 seconds left in this warm-up. All right, that'll do it for our warm-up session. Nothing left but the racing now. As they begin to hit the grid, let's look at tonight's starting lineup. 15 cars here at the Bullring. Dylan Connor, Jeffrey Town make up row number 1. Connor will be giving a penalty. Andrew Rutherford, Matthew Knowles for row number 2. Bob Eldred, Jeff Werderman for row 3. Row number 4 are going to be Adam Vinny and Austin Demore. Joey Throckmorton and DJ Oxford for row number 5. Row 6 going to be Pete Dillon and Josh Westendorf. Joey Connor and Matt Eddy for our final full row. Then Marvin Turnmeyer, our final 15th starting lap. Chevy Silverado gonna pull in. Matthew Knowles and Andrew Rutherford will have control of the field. And Vinny Jeffrey Town, row number 2. Truck gets out of the way. The 15 and the 70. Tamp down those butterflies. Get ready. 75 laps at the Bullring. We are underway. The 70 sails it off into the corner on the outside. Can he get the power down, get the momentum? The 15 of Knowles right there. Knowles good on the inside. Washes up a little bit. Little touch there it looked like as the 70 had to give him some room. But side by side, the 15 and the 70. This is not the only side-by-side battle as Connor. Joey Connor finally making it out onto the track. Oh, that was Marvin. That was Marvin Turnmeyer. Connor had something else happen. Jeff Werderman laid down the fastest lap. And just like that, Matthew Knowles now has the fastest lap at a 15.58. Our race leader looking very quick. Not sure what happened to Connor, but heavy damage on that race car. He is on pit road being serviced by his pit crew. Now they do have a set of tires that they can put on this car. Not everybody's going to use tires, but they do have that strategy option. Austin Demore and Pete Dillon. Dillon in 9th, Demore in 10th. $75 laps in a super late model here at the Bullring. A lot of racing in that situation. Anything can happen, so just because your driver that you're cheering for isn't necessarily at the front of the field doesn't mean that in the latter half of this race he's going to be slow. A lot of times these guys will take it easy in the first portion, try and save their tires, stretch it as far as they can. Matt Eddy in the 88 finding himself in 11th. Ernmeyer just about 4 seconds behind the race lead as Jeffrey Town has the lead. Connor and Town take over the top spot. 15 and Knowles falls to third. So Town, the last time I got to do this broadcast, that was at Myrtle Beach, Battle at the Beach. Town was very fast in the number 2. Led a lot of laps. So to see the number 2 out in front, no surprise to me, as I have a very limited scope of information to pull from. And the 2 was quite the dominant car at Myrtle Beach. So to see him out front, hey, that means that he's led 100% of the races I have seen him race in. So Town, Connor, Knowles, and then Vinny and Rutherford, your top 5 right now. 70X started on the front row outside. Do want to point out that Joey Connor is still sitting on pit road. Has not loaded that car up just yet, but he is already about 17 laps down. So maybe they're just working on that thing so that they can maybe get out there, turn a lap or two, throw a new setup under it. As Werderman getting shuffled to the back here as he gets stuck in the outside. Big sideways for the 81. Werderman holds on to it. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Town has opened up a 1.3 second lead. Town looking very quick out there tonight. Town's best lap time was a 15.61. Again, our fastest lap of the race, Matthew Knowles, at a 15.58. Check in on Marvin Turnmeyer, number 16, 1 lap down. DJ Oxford in the 22, right behind the 16. Oxford finding himself in 12th place. Gotta like the Marvin Turnmeyer Cornwell quality tools. Good choice of tools. Those are my favorite. So Town giving us a visual representation of about a straightaway lead. Okay, half a straightaway. I'm here to exaggerate and tell a story. Maybe I make up some stuff, fudge a little bit, but it's all in good fun. Bob Eldred in the Mind Warp 13. Currently in 7th spot. Eldred lost 2 positions since the drop of the green flag. Eldred, though, right there in 7th. And I do believe the 13 put it on a podium. I don't know if he won in the battle at the beach. I know I got to talk to him. I remember that. I don't know. Maybe I made that up too. I know I got to talk to somebody about a Mind Warp paint scheme. Up the field a little bit we go, and 4th place is the number 11 of Adam Vinny. Is the 92 of Josh Westendorf going a lap down. Westendorf being a respectful driver, giving room to everyone on the outside. Knowles sitting in 3rd, finding himself about 2.2 seconds behind the race lead. Then Vinny, then Rutherford. Throckmorton and Eldred diving underneath the 92. Oh, and the 92 really came off at turn number 4 sideways there, just trying to put that throttle down a little too hard. And it's very easy to do in these super late models. Very easy. As Matt Eddy gonna muscle up the Austin D'Amore machine. Matt Eddy up 5 positions to be in 9th place. So the 88, our biggest mover so far. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Town's race lead was 1.5 seconds. Dylan Connor closing in that 1 second difference Now just sitting at that 0.5 second mark. Connor trying to close in as we go on board with the 91. We've already passed the halfway mark. This race going very quickly, very smoothly for the 2 and the 91. I do enjoy listening to that smooth throttle work that Town and Connor are doing right now. Been a minute since I've done a super late model race from behind the wheel, but if I recall correctly, you want to lift off anywhere from the halfway mark down the straightaway to no more than the 3/4. Lift off, let her roll through the corner, and start working your way towards full throttle. You may or may not hit full throttle in this thing here at the Bullring. Bowles, however, finding himself 2 seconds behind our top 2. Vinny and Rutherford still right there breathing down the 15's neck. Joey Throckmorton up 3 positions in the 66. Throckmorton running in 6th. So this 66 is 6th. We're gonna let that one sift for a moment. Pete Dillon and Matt Eddy getting nose to tail. As we're down to 25 laps to go. The 22 of Oxford working past 92 of Westendorf. Turnmeyer and Westendorf, 14th and 13th spot respectively. They are 1 lap down as Oxford currently in 12th. Oxford is the last car on the lead lap, but Town and Connor are starting to share straightaway with the 22. The 11 of Adam Vinny. Not quite able to do anything with the 15 just yet, but it's like the 15 trying to move up half a lane. Maybe the 15 is starting to feel the heat in those tires. As I say that, he drops back down. I don't know. I was making it up. Maybe he just missed the mark and looked like he was trying to run half a lane. Westendorf going to go a lap down again. Oxford, the next car for Town to pass. Go on board with the 2 from the race lead. $17 laps to go. Town running a very clean race so far. Very smooth. He and Connor really putting on a good showing of how to run here at the Bullring. that was going on. Matthew Knowles has fallen to 6th. So Knowles going the wrong way here in the later stages of the race. The 15 now in 6th spot. Town and Connor opening up even more of a gap now. Oh, hard into the wall. That looked like Westendorf in the 92. '92 up in the marbles there. Gotta scrub that off before you can start putting the power back down. The inside of 10 laps to go. The 91 and the 2, this battle getting closer. Going to be hard to pass the 2. Connor looks like he's trying to figure out what to do, but I believe his best hope is to just keep applying pressure to Jeffrey Town and hope for a mistake. The Town has been looking cool, calm, collected all race long. So Town, Connor, 1 and 2, then Vinny in 3rd, Rutherford 4th, Throckmorton rounding out your top 5. Our biggest mover is still Matt Eddy. Eddy's sitting in 9th place. Check in on the 88. Looks like Austin Damore trying to get to his back bumper and start wearing it out. But this race is running short on time. And Connor makes something happen in the 91. And he used this lap car. Will the 22 get out there? Oh, okay, he moved. Good call, Oxford. Not to be rude to Oxford, but my favorite joke is the blue flag means there's a race going on and you're not part of it. Good heads up driving by the 22. Down to 3 laps to go. This is our closest battle on the track. Not only is it our closest, but it's the one that determines the race winner. The 2 and the 91 goes the tail. Oh, and the first time we see a mistake out of Town, and Connor followed him right into it. And now the 91, heavy damage, final lap. And the 91's going to try and limp it home, but oh my goodness. How about that? Here comes your race winner. Jeffrey Town gets it done. Connor gonna limp it home in 2nd place. Adam Vinny ending up in the final step of the podium, but that final 2 laps, Jeffrey Town made a mistake, and Connor followed him right into it. Let's look at our race results for this one. Well, that looks like they don't want to load, so we'll just go down it verbally. So Jeffrey Town, Dylan Connor, Adam Vinny, your podium finishing drivers. Then it's Andrew Rutherford in 4th. 5th goes to Joey Throckmorton. Matthew Knowles in 6th place. 7th is Bob Eldred. Pete Dillon in 8th. 9th goes to Matt Eddy. Austin Damore 10th. 11th, Jeff Werderman. DJ Oxford 12th. Marvin Turnmeyer 13th. 14th goes to Josh Westendorf. And Joey Connor, our first driver out of the race. Number 90 scored in 15th spot. Let's get right into our post-race interviews. Let's kick it off by talking to our race winner. That is the number 2, Jeffrey Town. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, oh man, it looked like it was shaping up to be a heck of a battle between the 2 and the 91. And then you put the power down a bit too much coming off of turn number 2. Slammed the wall a little bit there. How much did your heart sink in that moment?
Yeah, it sunk to my toes. I was really hanging on the last 20 laps. It got super free. I seen him close up on me, but then I was able to maintain distance, and then the last 5 laps there, I got really, really free. And coming out of 2 the one time, I got free. I thought for sure he was going to get a run on me, and then I seen he broke his tires loose as well, and yeah, that kind of saved my butt.
Well, man, that number 2 into victory lane once again. Tell me who you have to thank for this race here tonight.
Yeah, I got to thank you guys for doing the broadcast. Jeff and Marv for putting this league on, and my wife for letting me do this every Tuesday night. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, man, we're glad your wife let you loose, and thanks for the great performance out there tonight. It was really awesome watching you and Connor just put on a clinic on how well to drive these cars.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Jeffrey Town, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner once again. Nice job. All right, now let's move on to our second place finisher. That is the driver of the 91, pancakes the right-hand side of the car, but brings it home in second. That is none other than Dylan Connor. Dylan, congratulations on second place.
Thank you, sir.
Man, I'll tell you what, that 2 in the 91 looked like it was going to be a heck of a fight there at the end, but then you both broke loose there in the final 2 laps.
Yeah, I just, looking back at it now, I felt when we both got into first and second early in the race, I think it was around lap 22, I backed off and saved really hard for about 10 laps, and I wasn't expecting the whole race to go green, so looking back on it, I probably should have saved even more. I think I had a little bit better tire at the end to be able to run them down, but it's such a tight track here, and then being free up off, I was just trying to do it the right way, and then I gassed up behind him, and it just stepped out on me, and it just made it mad the rest of the race. But just thankful to be able to get up here and run in the top 5 again, and put myself in a hole the past 2 races, had some penalties, but I'm really looking forward to the second half of the season.
All right. Yeah, it seemed like you had EOL penalty to start this one out. I believe you qualified fast with quick time. Do we have to talk about what not to do so you quit getting those penalties?
Yeah, well, one of them is the common rule. I mean, you win 2 in a row, you have to go to the rear. I served that last week, so I knew that one was common. But as far as the others, I mean, I take them. I told Marv and Jeff that, and they were all on me. But got some good tracks coming up at the end of the season that I really like, and still right there in the points, so I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Yeah, I want to thank you for being up in the booth for us tonight. I want to thank Marv and Jeff, everything they do for the league. The league sponsors, Gunslinger Whiskey, A&P Grading. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Per Year Race Parts, Chris and Alan Per Year with Caldwell Banker Elite, and my family and friends and my fiance for supporting me.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on second place. Nice job.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is Dylan Connor, our second place finisher. Let's move on now to our third and final step of the podium, the number 11 of Adam Vinny. Adam, congratulations on third place. Man, I'm bummed I missed it, but it looked like a good move on your part to get around Matthew Knowles.
Yeah, it was tough. This track's hard to pass on. Real tight-knitted corners. He gave me enough room, and I appreciate that. but definitely did not make it easy on me.
Yeah, here at the Bullring, especially in a super late model, it's kind of one lane waiting for the person in front of you to make a mistake, because it's really, you don't want to root them out, so to speak, because, well, they'll be back in your back bumper in like half a second.
Yeah, absolutely. You get thrown on the outside, you're just going to get freight trains. So you got to get down as fast as possible. And like you said, they snap of a finger, they could be right up on your rear bumper again. So just got to be smart and race them clean. And hopefully they do the same if they get back to you.
All right, man. Well, a great third place run. Who do you have to thank for this one?
I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate you stepping in for Roger, the Dirt Racing Network, Wisconsin Small Batch Beardos and Bombs, Next Level Litigation Support. It's Fridge Brick Time. It's Wisconsin to know. And my dad back home, he's doing fantastic. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Fingers crossed that it continues. My mom, my girlfriend upstairs, just my whole family, my kids, everybody who came in and supported.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on that third finish here tonight. Job well done.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
You too. Adam Vinny, ladies and gentlemen, getting it done in third place here for this one. Now let's move on to our final interview. And this is a guy you only hear told about in legend, Mr. Joey Throckmorton. Welcome to, I believe this is called the random interview portion of the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, Joey, a great fifth place finish. You passed 5 cars to make that happen. Tell me a little bit about your race and what you were seeing out there.
Well, I didn't really feel like I was that good, honestly. I think we qualified 9th. I messed up in qualifying a little bit, but I really wasn't that good. And I had only run maybe a 15 lap run, so I didn't really know what it was going to do. I did notice that I was kind of sliding the rear getting in, so I kind of just tried to play with that throughout the race with the entry points and the brake adjusters. And I felt like I was a little better than maybe the 70, and I was catching him in the 11, and I'm not sure the other car, but I just tried to, just be as easy as I could and run the most consistent laps I could to just keep catching them. I knew once I caught them, it was going to be a little harder to pass them because I was pretty free in. So the timing never really got right for me to get by the 70, so I didn't really want to push it.
Man, either way, a great race moving forward, breaking into the top 5 at number 66. Well-deserved battle for you, or well-deserved finish for that hard-fought battle.
I appreciate it. Just want to thank Marv and Jeff for letting me get in the league. I know I miss here and there with my work schedule, but I do like to race with these guys. Very competitive league, so to get 5th is pretty good for me.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on that, and look forward to seeing you maybe get a podium finish or even that coveted race win.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is Joey Throckmorton, our final interview here in our post-race show. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good to hear from Bill. Good to hear from Paula. Some guy named Roger. I don't know. I don't even know why I mentioned his name. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for me. And that will do it for tonight's battle at the Bullring. And man, oh man, was it a good one. Start to finish, no yellow flags. And that is something, because these guys were really working hard out there. So all that being said, thank you very much for letting me be a part of this. Not sure if or when I'll be back, but Roger has my number as much as he tries to lose it. So until I get to see y'all again, stay safe. Have a great night.